Good afternoon, guys. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I need to say thank you so much for all your comments about the security camera videos for the last 2 days. I've been reading all the comments and answering as best I can. Somebody said a couple people said they wanted to install one in their own homes, which is, I think it's a good idea. You know, I don't think it's a good idea to stress over worrying about things, but you know, is somebody going to rob me? Because that's the very thing that would cause the robbery, if you believe in energies and so on. So, but as far as peace of mind, I love it. This morning the postman come, and I could hear somebody cough outside. So I just looked straight up, and I could see a scooter coming. And then I seen him, the red, because he's got a red jacket he wears, postman's jacket. And I thought, yep, that's the postman. And he went beep beep. So I just jumped up and went outside. I knew exactly who it was. You know, I knew he was there before he beeped his horn. Like I said yesterday, that don't come in the garden. They just stay at the gate. And there's no gate. It's not closed. It's open. So it's kind of cool. You know, some people say that. I had a comment this morning about Thai people stealing and all that. So a couple comments actually. But I've never experienced that, so I can't comment. It's not my place to comment on something I know nothing about, or don't wish to put my energy there. And really, I don't know anything about that. You know what's happened though? When I first come here, the place was still a tip. It was a mess inside and a mess outside, and the police used to come here on a regular basis, like every day. They would stop and say hi, and they just want selfies. They just want their picture taken with me, and I'm like, I don't know why, but that's what they did. They just wanted their picture taken. So I said, okay. So put a t-shirt on and stand there and smile, and you know, nice to thank you for coming by. Yeah, they all said the same thing. Make a fence, put some gates up, get dogs. And they never mentioned a security system back then, 4 years ago. But one thing I didn't want was fences. So I said I don't want a fence, so I built a hedge instead. You can see here. But it's not, I mean, it keeps people, it's on the road. So I guess it acts as a fence. And many people stopped when I was pruning it, you know, cutting it back and stuff, and say how pretty it is. So, you know, it's different, right? So, but you know, there's a gate here by my car, but there's no gate through the small gate or over here. So I just don't feel it necessary. And you know, nobody's stole anything, nobody's tried to steal anything. So, but I'm happy now. I've got the security camera. I'm really pleased with it. I watched Sugar last night walking all over the place in the dark. But there's one thing I did learn. You know, I upgraded the cameras from the basic stuff that they wanted to give me in the basic package. And I would, if I was to do it again, I would say stay with the IR camera that is black and white, because you can buy an upgraded version of an IR camera with a color at night, but there has to be a light. It needs a low light to work. And so when I upgraded, they only had 3, but I needed 4 cameras. So I said, okay, that's fine. And it's actually, watching the black and white at night, that camera is the best out of all 4 of them, because it can see farther. It can see off into the dark by itself. Whereas the color upgrade, the more expensive ones, it actually needs a light to see. So one thing I can see here where my truck is, but it's a little bit on the dark side. So, you know, if I come back after dark, then it's black in here, there's no light, okay? So I'm thinking of putting the light up there anyway, on the edge there, and putting one of those little sensors that, you know, when it's light outside, it closes the circuit, or sorry, opens the circuit. When it's dark, it shuts the switch and the light comes on. So there'll be a soft light in here, maybe like a 15 watt LED bulb. So when I come back after night sometimes, I can come in here and walk around the corner to where there is light. So that will let that camera see. So if I had if I've left it black and white, maybe I wouldn't have changed it. I've been thinking about the light forever, but I never done it because it's, you know, not that important. But now I'm going to do it so that the camera can see better. Yeah, so it'll cost me about, for some wire and tap into the existing one I have for the gate, a light socket and that switch, it'll be about 200 baht, something like that, maybe 300 baht, $10, something like that. Nothing to get excited about, but I'll have a light in here when I come back. So, but if I had bought the black and white one, you know, it's color in the day, black and white at night because of the IR, infrared, then I might have not bothered. But I'm going to do it now because of the security system. But I think I would have just stayed with the original cameras if I could see a difference and knew what happened. But at the end of the day, it's kind of cool looking at things in color at night. So for the other two cameras, the one out the back and the one at the front house and the gate is fine. It's just the one that's here is the only issue. But I just happened to put the IR one, black and white one, looking into the garden, and literally it can probably see from the house all the way back here, which is probably 30 or 40 meters into the dark. And if that tree wasn't there, I could probably see farther. But I thought that's, you know, and it's really well lit. You can see really, really easy, you know. And that's, so I thought, well, maybe that's the front door light that's helping it. So I switched it off and looked at the monitor. It didn't make any difference at all. It's only using the IR that it generates itself. So very cool. So right now I'm gonna slide off and go get some food. Hungry? Where does a guy go when he's left to his own accord and eating? Where does he go? I have no idea. Time for some pizza. I don't think I'll be able to eat all this, but I'm not going to try neither. Take it home and have it for a snack later tonight. And then I'm going to go to the hardware store. So I come over to the DIY shop. I want to get those electrical bits, so tomorrow I can fit that light. It's soaking. It stopped now, but it's spitting still. I think it'll come back. I'm about 30 minutes from the house, so, but I think it'll probably rain there. You know what's funny? For years, it could rain in Ayutthaya, but not rain where I live. And now, it can rain where I live and not rain in Ayutthaya. It's crazy. I'm happy though, because everything gets soaked. No need to worry about watering everything every day. And it's better for the plants to get rain because it's got nutrients in it for the plants, right? Okay, that was fast. In, out. I knew roughly where to go. You know, normally I don't have good experiences in DIY shops because you know, you're trying to find something and it's one, you know, two things are related, one's on the other side of the building. But today I went in, I knew where the electric section is in here. I'm in the Global House Angtong. So I wanted the little switch, the solar switch or night day switch, a light bulb, a socket, and some wire. And I'm going to wire into the fuse box in my workshop. So, and take the light to by my truck tomorrow, not tonight, right? And so I'm just about to pick off the switch that turns on and off in the day, and a young lady came to me with a bulb, LED bulb, that has its own sensor in it. Didn't even know they had such a thing. So I learned something new every day, and I was like, cool. So I don't have to do all the wiring. It just means that when I have to buy a replacement bulb, I have to remember to get the one that turns on and off. So here's my stuff. I got 2 lots of wire, 10 meters each. I probably, I don't know, might not use it all, but I've got it. Got one socket for around the back because I'm going to do the same thing with this light bulb, and this one is for my truck. So how cool is that? Less wiring. So a shout out to the young ladies who are into DIY. Good job, young woman. Okay guys, I think that's it for the day. It can't make up its mind whether it's going to rain again or the sun's going to come out before it sunsets. But I think it's going to get wet in a minute. So I'm going to sign off and make my way home. So look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the very best. Look after yourselves. See you later. All the best. Good night.